Hey, what is going on, Taurus? This is Chris Anthony. I'm coming at you with the reading for the month of November in the year of 2018. This is going to be a present energy for November going into the end of November, and some of it may carry over into December. This is a general reading, so it may not apply for everybody. If it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do to let me know that you enjoyed the video. And I'll get right into it. First, let me let y'all know about the energies that I was feeling when I was shuffling the cards for Taurus. The feeling that I was kind of feeling was a replacement. It was kind of like the feeling of out with the old, in with the new. I know that kind of gets like a cliche name to it. But that's what I was feeling with you guys. I was feeling like in order for some old things to end, you were having to bring in some new things, because we all know before you can kind of like end a cycle, the new cycle has to begin, and that's what's kind of happening with you, Taurus. I feel like you're in that middle spot of one cycle ending and another one beginning, and you can kind of see the cycle, you know, ending behind you, and then ahead of you, you can see like the light at the end of the tunnel, but you're in that spot to where you're like right in the middle of it. In November, I think that's what the energy is going to be. You're kind of going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you know what's coming. It's nothing but good stuff coming. It's stuff that you've been working on or trying to build, but you still feel like the ending of the old cycle, which was probably crazy for you. So I don't know. That's the feeling that I'm getting, that you're upgrading. Your system is upgrading, but you have to download this new information first before the old operating system can end. That's the feeling that I'm getting, Taurus. So let's get right into the reading. Starting off, this is going to be your present energy right here in the middle. So it's going to represent your present energies coming into the month of November. Taurus, you guys are definitely my last reading, so that's different. I tried to do the reading for Taurus a couple of days ago, probably almost like a week ago, and this was the energy that I was feeling right here. Like, it was tough. So I actually had to stop and do some more readings and then come back around to you guys. So you were actually my last reading for the month, but we saved the best for last, so it must be something about Taurus for this month. Crowning your reading, you have the Seven of Wands. So this is representing, like I was saying, that the battle of you having to go through this transformation, this metamorphosis, this shift, turning of the tables from one vantage point or viewpoint to another, from one cycle to another, one operating system upgrading to another one. So this is you having to deal with all this evolution that you've been going through, maybe the last couple of years or the last couple of months. And in November, it's probably going to feel like you still have to fight. You still have to be on guard. Even if you don't have any more battles to fight, you still feel on guard because of all the other stuff that you had to go through previously before this shift is happening. Or this could just be you feeling like you're on guard because you're in the middle of a change. You're in the middle of a transformation. So you don't know what's up and what's down. You know, it's kind of that feeling. But that's usually what you feel when something new is coming into your life. Like, you feel that on guard energy, like what's about to happen. Like, I see stuff changing, I see stuff moving, I see all these moving pieces happening around me, but I'm on guard because I don't know what could happen next. And this could have been the energy that you have because of stuff that's happened in your past. You've had like a lot of things probably go wrong, or a lot of things that you had to fight for to win, and this is you just continuing on in that same fashion, just keeping that same energy of like, I'm ready for whatever, let's go, let's get it. Right below that, we have the Wheel of Fortune card. So this is what I was feeling when I was kind of like shuffling. It's a shift that's happening, a karmic shift, ending of a cycle that's happening for you, which is what the Wheel of Fortune card is representing. So this is the tables turning for you. You feeling that shift happening to where it's like, okay, wow, I'm actually starting to see the changes happening, everything that I've been working hard for, all the seeds that I've been planting, I'm starting to see it come in. And so, you know, on this card, it's kind of like what I'm seeing is like, as you can see, just picture this wheel turning, and it's turning, you know, clockwise. And so certain things that you had to deal with in one position that you were in, you won't be seeing those things anymore, and you're coming into a whole nother side. It's kind of like how the world, you know, how the sun, you know, revolves, or the earth revolves around the sun, or the sun revolves around the earth. I don't know. I'm not a science major, but I do know that you know, the earth kind of rotates. And so one part of the earth, if you were living, like, let's say on the other side of the world, it would be daytime over there. And if you were in America right now, it's nighttime. That's kind of the feeling that you have going on. It's like, I'm trying to explain it, but it's kind of some upheaval that's going on for you in November, because there's so many things that's moving. One part of you feel like, you know, you're in the dark, and then there's another part of you that feels like it's in the light, and you're waiting for that part that's in the dark to come out into the light, and then the part that's in the light to go into the dark. And it's kind of like, that's what's happening, because you have a shift happening. So it's a lot of things that's just shifting. That's the picture that I got when I was thinking about what's going on with you for November. You have this rotation going on, you know, this wheel in your life, this karmic cycle ending, and is bringing one thing in, and then the other thing is going out at the same time. Simultaneously, you have something coming in and then something going out. And so you're just feeling how that feels to be in that kind of like middle point of having this stuff come in and then the other stuff go out, and it's new for you. So you're going to be feeling that type of energy right there, because you have this shift happening and going into a whole new cycle and leaving another old cycle behind that you're very used to. So you're going to feel all those energies of the shift occurring, and, you know, everything changing around you. But change is the only constant in life, so that's a good thing. Right below that, at the bottom base of your present energy, you have the Tower. This is continuing on in what we were just talking about. So that Tower represents something falling apart, and in order for the new stuff to come in, something has to fall apart. It's just how life works. So you could experience some things happening. It could have already started in the month of October or even September, where you started to see certain things in your life deteriorate, or just fall apart. You know, this could have to do with a job, with a career, with a path that you were on. It could have to do with people or a situation or a person that you were, you know, around. Whatever it has to do with, it's the end of it, and it's shifting. And so things that are connected to this person, place, or thing, it's falling apart. It's falling out. It's just a change that's happening. It's kind of like a wardrobe change. The scenery is changing. One scene has ended, and now the curtains are closed, and you're seeing all these different things get moved around, like when it's a play going on, and you have the people that are the stage hands. You know, when those curtains close, all this stuff just start moving around, like they're getting ready for the next play, and you see everybody doing all these different things. The actors are changing clothes. The people that's doing the stage hand, they're like rushing around to move things into position. And that's probably what could be going on with your life right now, or you know, coming into November, that's how you could be feeling. Everything is changing at the same time. All these changes are being made very quickly, because one scene is ending and the next scene is about to start, and you have to have it together on time before those curtains open up and it's showtime again. And that's all that's happening, which is why the Tower is under the Wheel of Fortune, because the Tower is bringing in something new. It's shifting the energy, bringing that new energy in, but right below it you have the old energy falling apart. And isn't that how it always works? One thing goes, another thing comes in. But it's not just one thing leaving and then you having to wait for the next thing to come in. It's like you see the next thing coming in, and then the other thing that is leaving is falling apart at the same time. So it's kind of like that bittersweet thing that I'm feeling right here. It's like night and day. It's kind of like, oh, I see some great things coming in, but dang, I see some other things just falling apart. Like, why does it both have to be happening at the same time? And that's what I'm getting with this energy for you, Taurus. Next to the Wheel of Fortune card, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is representing where you're going. The energy that you're taking on with this Wheel of Fortune energy is the Nine of Pentacles, you being secure in what it is that you're doing, you being financially secure, you being secure. Let's say if you're single, then you're a single that's by yourself. This Nine of Pentacles, she has everything that she needs just inside of her own garden because she built it herself. You know, she planted everything herself. So now it's like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I get to enjoy. I'm feeling great about it. She has grapes. You know, she got her coins together. She's dressed well. This is the energy that you're taking on because this person actually built it from the bottom. Like they got it out the mud. And that's probably what you're going to be taking on and feeling when these things are falling apart. When one thing is coming in and another thing is leaving, is because the overall goal is for you to end up in a place where you're in the Nine of Pentacles. The nine, I can't even talk right now, but you ended up in a place to where you're in the Nine of Pentacles because you have this transformation, this Wheel of Fortune, this karmic cycle ending and a new one coming in. One thing is falling apart. Something else is coming in to replace it. And in the end, you're going to be looking like this. And this is all what we all want, especially a Taurus, because this is the earth energy. And it speaks about you being stable and secure and having all of your ducks in a row. But before that can happen, it's just some shifts that have to happen. But with this showing up in your present energy, it's going to be balanced out because these cards that have all these things changing is also balanced out by something that's stable and secure. So that's, and it's crazy because even when you even look at your cards, you can kind of like see the balance of the two energies. On one end, you have this Five of Pentacles, which is kind of like feeling left out in the cold, feeling like, you know, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough security, you haven't built enough things. You've been going through the dark night of the soul, you know, but on the other side of that, it's the total opposite. You have everything that you need, you know, and everything is working out. And that's kind of like what you're dealing with this month is that duality, you know, with in the past feeling like nothing was working out, you felt left out in the cold. But now that the tables are turning and things are shifting and we got all these planets moving in November, then a cycle is ending and a new one is beginning and old things are falling away. New things are coming into your life. And in the end, this is how you're going to be looking. So I'm liking that. You know, you had to fight a little bit and you have to, you know, watch these changes still occur, but this is what's coming to you. So let's go into your future energies. And starting off, we have the Sun card. So going into the future for November, you're going to be feeling that great energy. The Sun represents just great vibes, you know. It represents that good energy. It represents awareness, clarity about certain situations, a lightness. So in November, you could have some of those burdens being lifted because you're getting clear on some things, or the energy is just bringing in that type of energy that, you know, it's kind of like you feel like you can do anything. You know, it's like you're tapping into that your inner child is what that you know, that child represents sitting on that horse, because you can do that when you feel better. Like when people are not bogged down by all of the craziness that they're going through or being on defense mode because there's so much upheaval in their life. You know, when things start to get a little more secure and everything is running smoothly, then you can actually tap into this Sun energy and feel like, oh man, I feel good. Like, what can I do today? What should I do today? You have options now, you know, because that sun is coming out and it's shining. And that's kind of like what I was talking about with this Wheel of Fortune. It's like, you know, the earth is rotating. Your karma is rotating now. So now where it used to be a whole bunch of darkness and you were feeling like this, because you were on the other side, the dark side of the moon is what I like to call it. Now it's shifting, it's turning, it's changing, and the sun is going to be shining in that position. And now it's time for the darkness to shine on somebody else. You feel me? So moving down under the sun card is the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, no, what am I talking about? The Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, it represents you having options. So because this shift is happening, it could be bringing in a lot of things. We already know it's bringing in some good energy. And we all know along with good energy comes the power for you to manifest things that you were hoping for, that you wanted in this last cycle where everything was going like this, everything was feeling like this. You probably weren't able to manifest options or good things coming in. But now that you have the sun shining on you, now that things are shifting, you're rotating into a better place. You have options now coming in. So this could be you in November wondering, like, what will I do next? Like I was saying, what will I do now? Now that everything is secure, now that I see good things coming my way, I feel this light energy. What am I about to do with it? So in November, you're going to have to decide, like, what am I going to do with all this good energy now that I'm having this shift? Right underneath that, you have the King of Pentacles. So this represents to me you graduating from the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody that's already secure, that's already in their garden and they feel content with what they have. But the King of Pentacles is a whole nother level of that. That's somebody that's actually can sit down now. Things are running so smoothly. Everything is in place. You've made your decisions. You had that great energy coming in. So now you can sit back, relax, enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what the King of Pentacles is representing. And this is a person that has authority. Like, if you can see, his head is on top of something right there. I don't know if that's an animal. I don't know if that's like a statue or something like that. But that to me represents authority. You having your foot on top of the situation. So, and you can kind of see like his smug look. Like, it's not really smug, but he's relaxed. Like, it's almost like he's falling asleep, but his eyes is just closed. And he's able to kind of relax into the feeling of everything being secure. Everything that he's worked for. Everything in his garden is growing. He has his corn right there. And I think that's representing how you're feeling in November. You're like, wow, I've been through so much, but now I can finally start to kick back and rest a little bit. I can see all of my ships coming in. And I'm like, wow, you feel me? Like, take a load off. So in November, you could be taking a load off, or just resting in the fact that you have things coming your way. You have these options coming your way, and it's making you feel like, man, I'm in a place of authority now. It's the total opposite of this energy that could have been part of your older karmic cycle. And right below that, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this could represent you, but to me, it feels like another person. Now, somehow another person has jumped into your reading, which happens. So the King of Pentacles is a match with the Queen of Pentacles. This could be you matching somebody else's energy. This could be the decision that you're having to make, because now that you have your things in order, you're starting to get your pentacles secure, then you're bringing on this sun energy, this feel good energy, the good vibes. Like I said, you're able to manifest things, and what you could be manifesting is a partner, somebody to match your energy. And it's crazy because these are, the earth sign. So you, Taurus, being an earth sign, this is kind of like matching your energy. This could be you right here, or this could be you. The Queen of Pentacles is general reading, so it's woman or man, but this seems like a couple to me. If it's not anything else, it seems like a couple, because you can only be one of those people as a court card in this reading, and the other person seems like somebody else coming along to match your energy perfectly. Like, this is a match made in heaven, for real. I didn't even know it was going to go there because it's a general reading. And in your present energies, I wasn't feeling any type of, connection with anybody, but this could be you in November attracting through the law of attraction and manifestation that partner, that person that's coming to match your energy, to bring in that balance that you always wanted with somebody. Even though you already have that balance yourself, you feel secure yourself. This is you attracting something because you are content within yourself. So yes, I do see somebody coming in for you, Taurus. If you are single, I see you attracting a match. And this is just not anybody that you're attracting. It's a match because it's actually the Queen of Pentacles and you are the King of Pentacles. Or if you're the Queen of Pentacles, then you're attracting that King of Pentacles. It could be vice versa. But either way it goes, I see two people that have the same exact energy and they are mirroring each other. So it's either going to be a soulmate or, need I say, twin flame. It's possible. But definitely soulmate energy because it's a total match. And that's happening in your future energy. So going into like the middle of November or towards the end of November, I see you matching with somebody. And to me, it seems like somebody totally new. If it is somebody from the past, that's possible. It's a general reading. But me, I don't know. It seems like you've attracted this in. This is your payback for that karmic wrap up of that old cycle that you're coming out of, where you had to kind of like struggle at it, go at it alone. I see now the tables turning, things shifting, things falling away, and you were in this kind of like single energy, building it all on your own. Some days you could have felt left out in the cold about it, but now with this new energy coming in, you have options, and I think you know exactly who to choose. It's the person that's matching your energy the most. So yeah, Taurus, that is your reading. I'm glad I actually made it to y'all and I could finish your reading off today because, like I said, I tried to do it another day and you were the only reading that I kind of had to stop, and I was like, nah, I don't want to give this type of energy to Taurus. Maybe it was me. I could have been tired that day, but I think this worked perfectly for you because this feels like a great reading for you. So hopefully, Taurus, it matched. Like I said, if you're liking the way I read, then like, subscribe. I'm brand new to YouTube, so I'll be back next month. Probably be back for a mid-month reading for y'all. And yeah, see you later.